If you are an estate agent in 2022, you want your website to sell more houses and, more importantly, get more listings. And I'm joined today by Matt from Sprift and Ben from Starberry, two exceptional standalone Proptech firms. Ben from Starberry building some of the best websites out there in estate agency land, and Matt from Sprift who deals with property data. And these two guys have got together to help you guys out there in estate agency land not only sell and let more houses, but more importantly, get you more valuations and give you a head start, give you an unfair advantage over your competitors when it comes to asking for valuations. Let's save the best to the end with regard to the selling bit. How do you help estate agents sell and let more houses? Ben?
Well, I think that obviously we build beautiful websites and we do our best.
You do some exceptional websites.
Awesome websites.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
But the most important part is actually finding a way to capture some data, i.e. who is on my website. There's a lot of users that are invisible to us. So we want to give them a reason to part with their data, with their details. And the beauty of what we do with Matt and Sprift is they create these fantastic buyer reports, tenant reports, and that just gives people a desire to actually find out about that particular property.
So your reports, let's be honest, the government in the Levelling Up paper said they wanted a data source. The information that you have on every property is mind-blowing, and you take that data, length of lease, floor, actual, plans of the property in terms of the land registry, and you drag it through automatically. The agents don't have to do this through to the agent's website. So when a tenant's looking at a property or a buyer's looking at a property, and I know we're in early 2022 at the moment, but the market's going to change and it could harden up, and buyers, this great data means that buyers and tenants are looking at this property, looking at the data, and then they're more likely to give their data, because again, don't forget, most buyers are sellers.
That is exactly the point. That's a hell of a lot. And in actual fact, if anything, that is the prime reason that we're doing it. I mean, a lot of people get some good data on the website anyway, but to drill deeper, you immediately know that they're committed. They want more information and they're willing to part with because you're sharing great content.
Okay, so let's be honest. A thing on an agent's website, click here for a free valuation and you fill your details in. They've been around since Adam was a boy. What have you done with your data, Matt, and your websites to help estate agents turn that into something that's a bit sexy?
So ultimately, if somebody's coming on to the website, they can get a report on their property. So not just here's a valuation, and we can talk till the cows come home about AVMs and whether they're any good. But here's actually a report on either your property or a property you're looking. You want some more information. You're looking to buy.
So again, just to confirm, you get reports on the properties that they are selling, but if you're more likely to give more data, you're more likely to put your data in, which means you might ask for a valuation.
Absolutely.
Or, as you say, people might just actually want a valuation. So they fill their data in. Yeah. Yes, I want a report. I want a valuation on my house. Your Sprift report through your websites that you build creates some great data. Okay,
it's also engagement. Think how engaging that is for someone coming onto a website. It's not they've seen listings before, they've seen an AVM, but actually now, wow, I can really engage with.
So
really
you've got some great
deep dive usage.
Okay, but you've got some great data, but how's that going to give me an unfair advantage over my competitors?
Well, I think that the fact that most people sort of jump into Rightmove or whatever and they burrow around and it's all very manual. This is all dynamic. I mean, this is all happened for you. It's connected. So from a point of view of a neg or whatever, a lister going to an appointment, they can literally go, here we go. This is your property. This is everything we already know about it, which is a lot of information. But also, you want to know about everything around the outside and all the other properties and how I'm getting to this listing. You've got all these comparables. It's all dynamically done. So it means that you can be much more on finger on the pulse, much quicker, and way more reliably, totally on brand, which is leaving most people in the dust, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, but that's just a normal Sprift report, which, don't get me wrong, is a very, very good report. But what else does it do? What else? I said an unfair advantage, and at the moment, I can't see an unfair advantage.
Well, I think if you can get a little bit of insight, so because we're fully connected, because we know every single touch point as people are guiding their way through, clicking their way through, we're getting notifications left, right, and centre knowing that right that moment someone is engaged with that particular
Hold on, are
property.
you telling me that someone can fill in, I want a free valuation, and it's going to book for a week's time, but in, say, 3 days, they go into that report and it says they've been looking at something specific? Are you telling me that me as a valuer will get a ping on my phone
You'll
saying
get a
that?
ping.
But
And
that,
so
but that's
That's
amazing.
It's fantastic.
what, and after the valuation, also the report.
After the valuation,
So you're hold on. So you're telling me that as an estate agent, I get a great Sprift report, which they're brilliant reports, but the advantage is it's not just a standalone piece of paper. It actually tells me as an agent when they're looking at it, which part they're looking at, so I can pick the phone up to, and the person that then
tiny phone call.
said, "Wow, I was just thinking about you." Well, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, what a coincidence. So no, it's very useful. I mean, that is one. It's a bit Big Brother, but why not? It's connected. We've got the information. For the right companies who've got the right CRMs. We're also dropping that information directly into their CRMs. So that's the beauty, and I think the whole ICG collaborations is about joining up all these dots. And every time you join up one more piece of information, it gives one more bit of power to your elbow to close someone off.
Let's be honest, boys and girls, in estate agency land, getting listings at the moment is really hard work, but harnessing the power of IT, using great data, using great websites, you've got two standalone great Proptech firms that bring them together. You've got something absolutely magical. Chaps, thanks very much. I didn't realise it did that. I think agents should check you out. Again, other websites are available, but not as sexy as these.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And thank you for
Thank you,
watching.